right, everybody. It is show 377. Yes, 377. I still
Right
can
there.
count. It's Fans of Patrol time. What's up, y'all? My name is Montego, Mr. Button all the way up to the top. It is Fans of Patrol time. With me, always, my partner, Miss Tiff O'Bot. What's happening, gal?
Not much. It's good to be here. I'm glad to talk about what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, man. We had to, we didn't have to, we got a chance to do something we don't normally do. So, just so you guys know, boys and girls, so it's a weird time of the year.
Hmm.
So, the Oscars happened, right? And so, we always kind of do some kind of Oscar show. So, we're not doing an Oscar show, but we're going to talk about some of the winners and stuff and give you our thoughts on some of the things that was happening. Also, we got some E3 news.
Hmm.
Some weird E3 news,
We
but
do. We
it's,
do
it's
have
that time
some.
of year when shit start ramping up toward the summer, and we got some
It's
news,
normal stuff.
right? So we're gonna talk about that. Also, in honor of the Oscars, we're gonna do a Rotten Tomatoes. Nothing but anything connected to the Oscars, like old, new, whatever. You can your own thing. I got my own little list here that I just I
Oh,
follow.
I'm really excited to fuck
Damn
this
right.
up.
You're not gonna mess nothing up. Get out of
I
here.
mean, I'm not good at this game.
Yeah, you didn't win last time, but you
That's
win.
all right. I don't care. I like to play, even if I lose.
There you go. Look, such a sport, y'all. Such a sport.
Yes, unlike some people.
Unlike the other person in this
Yeah,
game.
so you fucking cannot stand it. You're not a good winner or a good loser.
I
Like,
don't know. I like
I
to
just,
put my
it's, I don't know. I don't know how. I mean, like, you win and then you're like, yeah, you suck. And you're like, you already won.
You piece of shit.
How come you didn't know anything, dumbass? I'm the king of everything. I know it all.
Tip about it. She exaggerates to all you new people.
Okay, well, you can listen. You
This
just wait and find out.
puppy. Uh, our main topic, we're doing something we haven't done in a long time. So, we've been trying to go to the movies, but we hadn't got there. So some stuff, some highly anticipated crap that we've been waiting for showed
Hmm.
up on streaming this week, and so we decided to do both. And that's the take.
We.
We indeed. We decided to do both, and that was to take a look at Marvel's Moon Knight, and also, oh, I've been waiting for Halo for so long.
See, that's the thing. That's the we part because I just do whatever.
Yes, so we're doing Moon Knight and Halo, man.
Hmm.
The season premiere of Halo. And so that's what we're talking about, y'all. It should be a good one, man. So saying all that, are you ready to skedaddle?
I'm always ready.
Let's roll. All right, y'all, we are back. It's time for a little social media for all you new people so you can go explore and check out your boy and your girl on different platforms, whatever is convenient for you. Tiff, where
Yeah.
are we at other than this gorgeous video?
Yeah, if you're already watching, good. Yeah, for everything Fans of Patrol, go to fansofpatrol.com, or you can email us at fans@fansofpatrol.com, or you can get us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Fans of Patrol. Check out our Patreon and subscribe to our YouTube and listen on your favorite listening platform.
All right, man. Shout out to my mama, man, who's in the hospital, man. She's
Mm-hmm.
doing pretty good, y'all. But my mama went to the hospital. Share that with y'all, because we close.
Mm.
So, okay, man. So, the Oscars, Tiff. The
Yes,
Oscars.
it
Man.
happened. It happens every year, and every year I go, that's a thing.
Yeah, you do. And but shout out to all those Oscar loving people out there.
Yeah, I think, you know what? If you get really jazzed about finding out what's nominated and trying to squeeze them all in and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
haven't seen them and getting your popcorn and looking at the fancy people, God bless you.
Running those brackets. But
They
before
have
we
brackets?
they have brackets for
Yeah, I guess people like guess who's gonna win.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So,
Okay, that's kind of fun.
but the Oscars was a little different this year, but I just want to warn everybody. There was an incident that happened at the Oscars, man, and it's been on social media, memed up all week long, man. People are tired of hearing about the infamous thing that happened, and I just want to tell you, man, we are not going to talk about it on this show. We're not going to talk about people being assaulted and people, being offended and dogs and cats living together, all kind of shit breaking out because of it, man. So we're gonna leave that topic alone, Tiff. We're not
All right.
talk
You want to talk
about
about the hot topics?
the thing that
Stay
happened.
away. Yeah. I don't
the-
even know what you're talking about, in all honesty.
we're not gonna talk about the. We're gonna leave all that stuff alone. So because you guys have heard every joke and everything about it, so it's yeah, we're gonna leave that alone. Except for this, I'm gonna cut you off guard. What's the best meme you saw in that thing?
Um, I don't know because when I was looking at them, I was just like, oh, God, I'm already tired of this shit. I mean, like as soon as they started happening, I was like, God, fucking. The next day after it happened, I was like, this is just the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I don't want to like be
never
on
going
Twitter.
away.
Like people are just like because like I just why I just don't understand the rush to be funny.
Yeah, but I will
It's not
tell
a
you.
it's not a race.
But I will tell you about the funniest one I saw.
Oh yeah, please tell me. I'll see if I think it's funny. Otherwise, I'm just gonna judge you.
Yeah, it's because you're not gonna find it funny
Oh,
because
I won't. Let's hear it.
well, okay, so it had something to do with Star Wars, right? And that's not why it was funny because it was
Okay.
like, anything involved. You see a lot of Star Wars memes. They always show
I
like,
do, and honestly, I don't ever really understand any of them.
yeah, that's kind of, well, I understand it, but it's like,
Well, it's because a meme, right, is like two things usually
yeah,
coming together,
yeah,
and I don't understand enough of the Star Wars thing to understand why there's like a fucking piece of celery or some shit in the
yeah.
picture. Like I don't. I'm like, okay, I guess that's funny to someone.
Well,
But go on.
The Star Wars memes are always like, you nerds. You're
That
trying to
the
be
one I keep
funny.
seeing is the he's looking through the binoculars in the
Yeah,
Obi-Wan trailer, and people keep putting different stuff at the other side of it,
that's a big one.
and I'm
That's a big
like,
one.
I mean, those I understand because
Yeah, yeah.
he's just looking at stuff.
Well, the funniest one I saw, it's not hysterical, but it made me chuckle.
I mean, I will say that describing a meme is, next level comedy. Let's
Right.
hear it.
So they had Miss Smith sitting in the Emperor's chair,
Oh, yes.
and she was sitting there, and they had Chris Rock, I guess, first, and he like told a joke or something. He said
Hmm.
something. They didn't.
Yes.
And then she was sitting there like the Emperor. And she was like, "Execute Order 66." And next thing you know, whack. So
Oh,
it
okay.
was
So
funny.
that I do understand it. I,
That
I understand that
was
joke.
okay. So, but we're not gonna talk about that on this show.
But we already did, so
No, we didn't.
we're liars.
You guys did not. We did not talk about it.
That's right. We don't have any opinions about it. I mean,
Right.
I'm sure we do, but we're not talking about them.
Yeah, enough. Anyway, so let's talk about the real show, man.
Hmm.
Shout out to all the racist guys who was playing the music of the Oscars and stuff. Latino people came out, they started playing Latino music. Black people came out, they was playing Toto and Africa and shit. And you was just like, who was back there doing that
Did
shit?
you watch them?
No, I flash watched them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, In and
Yeah.
Out or whatever. Sure.
Yes, yes, yes. But I did catch the Toto thing. I was like, why are they playing Africa? Because with the two black people walking out. What? And then when they played Madonna, I sold my days in Montego, that little old song, and it was Latino people on the screen. I was like, who's doing this shit?
Who's
You
back
gotta be,
there?
you gotta be doing it on
Who's
purpose, man.
behind the curtain?
So anyway, man, what do you think about the Best Picture winner?
Oh,
Coda?
okay. I haven't seen it. I know that it's has a sign language in it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think like it was historical in that way of being like some of
Mhm.
that stuff. So I don't know 100%. I mean, I thought it looked good. Again, my favorite part of talking about Oscars every year is when we kind of
Shit you didn't
admit
see.
is we admit that we don't see any good movies. We just see maybe popular and or garbage movies throughout the year. But did you see? Okay, well, what did you think of it? And did you see any of these other ones?
Well, I can tell you what I did see on this list. They said
Yes.
Belfast, Coda. I saw Don't Look Up.
Yeah, we
Uh,
both saw that, which I mean, honestly, I liked that movie, and I think I
did
liked it.
too.
I think I liked it a lot more than other people did, but I'm a little bit surprised it was nominated for an Oscar. It seemed like a popcorn movie.
It did seem like I didn't see the Best Picture thing.
Yeah, I didn't see Best Picture award nominee in that movie.
Also saw Dune,
Saw Dune.
and
I agree that should have been nominated. That's a good.
but that was
Um,
it. I didn't see nothing else.
I haven't seen any of these. I mean, there's some that I really want to see, and I just haven't seen yet. I
Yeah.
just because we spent, and I don't, and this is whatever, but we spend so much of our time going to the movies
Fun stuff.
for this
the
other
show.
stuff
Right.
that sometimes I'm like, oh, I'll catch that later, and then sometimes I forget.
Well, I know it's on Apple. My wife checked it out. She said she really liked it. So I was
What?
Coda.
Oh yeah.
And
I want to see. Oh, I actually want to see a lot of. I really want to see Drive My Car. I heard it's really long though.
oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's like 2.5 hours or so.
Ooh, that's a That's
That's a butt number.
right. Right.
Um,
So they did Best Actress, man, and
Yeah, yeah. I really want to see the Eyes of Tammy Faye because wow, outrageous.
yeah, that's Jessica Chastain and took home the big one on that one. And for the rest of these movies, I didn't see any of these movies.
Oh, I saw Spencer.
Did you like it?
I really liked it. I think she do- I think she deserves to be nominated. I don't know. I can't say if she deserves to win because I didn't see the other ones, but
Hmm.
I saw Spencer and thought it was really good.
Okay, well, so that's cool. And so the best actor nominees, just probably
Now,
ask you.
I was like, when I saw that, I didn't see King Richard, so I can't say, but I'm just really surprised Denzel Washington didn't win for the tragedy of Macbeth.
Yeah,
Just because that was such a different film and it was so good. Like,
yeah,
honestly, the film itself is good, generally speaking.
yeah,
We talked about on the show, but also his performance in it. Like, if you had seen a movie where everything else about it was
yeah,
garbage,
yeah,
and he delivered that performance in it, you would be blown away by that performance. That would be deserved to be
yeah.
part of my.
Did we do that on the show or did we
I
do
don't.
that at
I think it was the show
Patreon or was it the show?
Patreon.
I think it was Patreon.
And so
$1,
part of
y'all. Go check it out.
$1, and then you can just cancel it after a month. You can listen to everything on there probably in 1 month and just get out of there.
Go get out.
Don't get out. Forget about it. Give us $1 for forever. But I do think that one of my problems overall with the Oscars,
Yes.
um, is that I don't think things like that are considered. Where like potentially there might be a movie where it's not overall an Oscar movie, but there was Oscar worthy performances in it, and because of
Oh
that,
yeah.
like
They don't.
because they don't do that, because they just seem it's like they have 10 movies
Yeah.
and
They
they're all
don't.
nominated for everything. They're
Yeah.
nominated for best picture, and then the people who are in it are nominated for the best actors, and then it's nominated for best score and blah blah blah. And then yeah, that's partially because like obviously if you have a best picture nominated movie, it's because they have all of these components. But part of me is like, if you're not considering these other avenues where you might say Tragedy of Macbeth, Best Picture, but this other movie that has just really good acting in it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, and
Yeah.
because of that, and I understand there's limitations, but because of that, I'm like, well, how are we really judging?
The whole
Are
thing
these
is
really the
bullshit.
best of the best? Right.
No,
That's what I'm
right.
saying. Which I mean, all award shows kind of are.
You can get you a best performance out of the Batman or the Spider-Man movie, but it's not the best picture and nothing like that.
Right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. But that should be considered. It shouldn't. Doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. The
Yeah.
categories don't have to align.
I agree 100% with you like that. I mean, with that, 100%. But Oscars is kind of bullshit anyway. So let's just keep.
Oh, 100%. I'm just surprised because that performance was so insane. I just can't. I don't know what happened in the other ones, but I just can't imagine it being not the
Oh,
best one. But
I
what
was.
about Tick Tick Boom? Is your favorite movies on there?
Yeah, I was very surprised that it was on there, but I'm not surprised because Andrew Garfield put his foot in it.
Yeah.
He wasn't Peter Parker, he wasn't Spider-Man, and this is the second time he's been nominated because he was nominated for that war movie. And the
What
dude,
war movie?
he was in that war movie where he was a pacifist in like World War II a couple years ago, and he was like a church guy. So
It's so good. I remember it.
yeah,
Just kidding. I
it,
probably never saw it.
but yeah, man, definitely worthy, man, definitely
Yeah.
worthy.
Those. I
So,
mean, honestly, like I think that if you see these lists, you're never like, oh, that's probably a bad choice.
oh yeah, so you got best director, right?
Haven't seen any of these movies. Some of them I want to see. Haven't seen any of them.
Oh, yeah, I'm surprised the West Side Story isn't there because it's been done
It
so
was
many
been
times.
people, and also people have been really upset about it for many
Really,
reasons.
really,
Yeah.
really, really.
But The Power of the Dog looks like one
Yeah,
there.
Power of the Dog won that one. That's Benedict Cumberbatch. That
Benny.
Western, yeah. Sherlock Holmes, Doctor Strange. Let me see.
So the
So
best production design and all this other stuff, that Dune is the winner there, and it's not a surprise.
yeah,
Although The Tragedy of Macbeth was gorgeous film. Again, sorry to keep beating a dead horse, but
look at that best music. Dune won, huh? I'm surprised.
ooh, okay. I mean, it does have like atmospheric, interesting music, but there's some best documentaries that neither one of us saw. Even though we do, both of us watch documentaries, I'm just sure neither one of us saw either any of
I'm
these
not
this year.
interested in this shit.
It's not that. It's just that like usually I'll probably usually watch a documentary a few years after it comes out for some reason.
So Sam Jackson got an honorary award because he would probably never get an award ever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
best supporting actor. I don't know who Troy Kotsur is from Coda, but
Sure.
he won. And best supporting actor. I thought they had a female character. Oh, the actress. Yeah. So why do they call them actors and actresses like for shit
I
like this.
I
But
don't
the other
know.
time, you're just an actor, and some people might get offended, if you say actress, So it's so weird.
I'm not sure.
What's this? Ariana DeBois, West Side Story, huh?
Oh, I
Let's just
guess
look at old Stevie Spielberg. He
it's
did
making
some.
it happen.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's no stranger to the actor, to the Oscars and stuff like that. So
Then there's like the best costumes, which is Cruella one, which I feel like that's the category where they kind of, even though
oh, Bones.
there's, yeah, they're
Yep.
like, oh, here's a movie that we can't put in another category, but we
Yep.
want to give an award to best costume,
Yeah, I
best
think
sound
Phantom
design.
Menace won best costume,
Yeah.
because of the Queen's dress or something like that. I think I'm.
See, that just looks good. Winner, stamp, done. Then the best live action shorts, which again, so
Yeah.
my art center here does like a shorts. They do like they do the live action shorts and the animated shorts
Hmm.
in like a thing. And I wanted to go. I mean, again, I'm talking about things I wanted to go to, but like I think it was happening at like kind of one of our surge moments, and I was like, I'm not gonna go sit in there.
No, no, hell no. I agree. Not back then. The only two other categories that I'm always interested in but shit that I really like never wins is best visual effects and best cinematography. So best visual effects, Dune beat out Free Guy, No Time to Die, Shang Chi, and Spider Man. Uh, that's a rough one, man.
Yeah,
A rough one. You know.
again, it's weird because like that's normally a category where they put people who the Gimme Awards that like we can't
Right.
put this, but then Dune is nominated for other awards, so it seems a little bit like, but also like Free Guy, I do not believe that movie should be nominated for
I'm a
this.
little surprised, but because the effects were obvious, but they were supposed to be obvious. It was a
Yeah, but
video game. Yeah, I
mm.
like Free Guy. We disagree. My only one.
Here's the thing though. Sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say the only other one that I care about is best cinematography because I love the sprinkle on the pretty and when it's
Yeah.
pretty. And Dune won that one too. And
Huh?
I don't know anything about Nightmare Alley or The Power of the Dog. I know what Power of the Dog is. Tragic Macbeth. That's interesting. Interesting. It's still black and white, but there's some hellified cinematography in that. And I didn't bother to see West Side Story. I did
I'm
that
so really
because about
surprised
America.
that they best original song. Now here's the thing: everyone's talking about Encanto.
Uh huh.
There's some song on there that's kind of like the new Frozen song. So
Is
there's
it
like I don't we don't talk about Bruno. I've never heard it, and I'm maintaining my streak.
okay?
Like I if it comes if I'm in some place where it comes on, I'm like nope.
Yeah. I refuse. I
I'm
refuse.
leaving.
La, la,
I
la, la, la.
I will not be subjected to this earworm.
Yeah. So that's all I really care about the Oscars, and
Yeah.
then all of a sudden you got a brawl room fight. Put excitement into the air for.
I'm not again not sure what you're talking about.
I know, just
People haven't been talking about whatever you're talking about.
you know.
Very
So
hush
man,
hush.
so that's the Oscars, man. That's our quickie wrap up. This is probably one of the years I've seen less movies that's on these lists than probably in years. No, sometimes I try to rush and see some of these damn movies just to.
Yeah, see, I know a lot of people do that too. Like as soon as it's announced, they probably already watching all some of those anyway because that's just their normal
Yeah,
movies that they'd be watching, and then they're like, "Well, I have 4 or 5 more that I have to see."
right. But this year don't think I cared.
I
Um,
mean, I don't care, but I don't care enough to do it in time.
yeah, the sense of to
I
be
have no
honest,
urgency.
the pandemic changed a lot of things for me.
Yeah.
I think it made me lazy and not want to do anything.
I think it maybe made me less likely to do things outside of the house that I didn't want to do.
That is true.
And I don't mean like I don't want to do this, but I mean like I think I started considering more um like do I actually want to do this or is it just something that I'm doing? And because of that, some of the stuff fell off the wayside. And I'm sure it'll come back.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we're all fundamentally damaged from spending 2 years in the house or whatever. So
Goddamn, tell me about it.
yeah.
Ooh. Let's not fatigue our guests.
Oh, that's not, everything's great, guys. I personally feel really good, and I think you should too.
Ta 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 ta.
Don't look over here.
So, man, what the hell going on with E3? We saw this coming for years, Templebot. So it was announced this week that E3 is done, man. Finished.
Yeah. Well, not forever.
Well, tell me more.
Well, so
Tell the people more.
we've talked a lot about this.
We
E3 has
have.
experienced so much problems over the years because they were like a press only junket. And I think that maybe wasn't financially suitable, and so they had opened it to public, and then
Right.
like really quickly after that they stopped doing it. In 2019 they said was the last live E3, and also like I'm pretty sure that all of the big publisher, all like
They all
Microsoft,
started doing their own
and
thing.
they don't go anymore. I think they might send like a small contingent, but what I'm saying is that they're not making their big announcements at E3 anymore, and because of that, because they're saving them for their own show, and because of that, E3 has lost a lot of what made it valuable to
Yeah, yeah.
people. And anyway, so what happened is 2019 they had their last on live show because 2020 they canceled it for COVID. 2021 same thing, they had a virtual conference. And then this year they're not doing either, and they're claiming it's because of COVID, which it might be, but the reality of the situation is it's probably because it's a pile of shit.
So they're saying it's gonna return in
Gives me
2023.
hiccups.
But, once you start making moves like this, it's hard to get something moving again like that. Y'all barely, like you were saying, you pretty much killed it anyway because y'all all wanted to do your own thing and
Yeah.
hold these big old things in these venues and not and have the other people around and stuff like that. And so it started feeling to me very shitty over like the last
Mm-hmm.
5 years to me, just because it's like, oh, Microsoft is on Tuesday and they got some Hollywood Bowl booked and they, have everybody in there and that's where they're gonna do it. And I liked, not that I was there, but I used to almost feel
Well,
the
it's so much really
excitement of it
fun to
more.
like you would like
Yes,
wait for,
yes, you
so
would.
back when E3 was at its peak, I guess, you would like wait, or like maybe you'd be at work or whatever, and then the PlayStation conference would happen, and you'd come home and you'd watch like the 2 hour
And you
footage.
would you would you would like leave your DVR recording
Yeah.
all day and
You
shit.
you would just like come back and watch it on like YouTube and stuff, and it was always really fun. I don't, I think part of the problem is that like for these people, because they were competing against each other, there was always like skirmishes about like they're getting better coverage or it's a better time slot, and if we're
Yeah,
not doing it here, we can control that.
yeah.
But then also like we've talked about this before.
Acting like
Oh
bitches
my
all of
god,
a
when
sudden.
they're fucking talking and they're like, "Hey everybody, it's me, Kyle from Microsoft." And you're like, "Shut up,
Yeah,
Kyle. Like
yeah,
I don't give a shit about you." And they would talk for like ever. So in some ways it's kind of like
yeah.
nice. But
Right.
there's like shit that was announced at the last E3 that we talked about that's still not out.
It's shit that was announced for a few E3s ago and that's still not out.
Yeah, there's like
Like
there's some games that like will never, obviously we talked about that. But like I remember when The Last Guardian was announced.
yeah, yeah, you was waiting for
It's
that forever.
Yeah, I mean it came out, but like it was
But
years.
when it came out, it was kind of underwhelming. It
No,
wasn't
I
like,
was good.
no, no, I'm not saying the game. I'm
Oh,
saying,
because you'd waited so long. You're
right, by
like,
the time it came
Jesus,
out, it's like, oh, yeah, the game is finally out.
we're into this now. We're into something else now.
Exactly,
You should have
exactly.
dropped that while it was good.
You really should have. you know. So it's just like, ugh. I don't think I don't see this really ever going back to the way it was, and I think it should. I mean, if you don't have to deal with COVID, that showroom floor, that excitement, in my opinion, generated a lot of excitement just
Yeah.
in the industry as a whole. And you're so busy trying to take all the excitement. Damn, y'all got to share some of this shit, man.
I think that they should just make it more. I think that they thought that adding more talking and more bullshit displays of like,
Yeah.
the CEO of Dumpster Fire coming out and playing their dumb VR game. I
Trying to
don't
come out
stop
there
it.
looking all cool.
And then it's always like, oh, it's not working. And you're
Yeah.
like, yeah, good job.
right, right. Or the
Oh, this is embarrassing. Yeah,
and
it is embarrassing.
the curse of all curses to me is the incessant need to show cutscenes from the games instead of showing
Mm.
gameplay.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
sometimes that's all I have. I don't mind that.
yeah. Look, dude, because this ain't. Look, don't show me Cyberpunk. Y'all stepped
Yeah,
in it
that way, yeah.
too many times, man.
All right.
Right, yeah. All this stuff. It's
Point
gonna be great.
made.
Yeah. Whatever happened to Cyberpunk? God damn. Woo, woo. Anyway, man. So no E3. I'm sure these bums host their own little venues somewhere. They're gonna do something. It's not gonna be nothing, but
Yeah.
whatever. Death to E3 because it ain't coming back in
It's
2023.
not. They're saying they're going to make it better. And if they
Yep.
do come back, it'll be one last little death rattle and then it's over. Yeah. Oh, we really tried. You know you didn't.
Right. No. So that's it. So anyway, man, that's our news, man. I think that's some pretty good news, man. You know,
All right, well, we'd make it work.
yeah, indeed. So we're gonna take our break. We're gonna come back. It's game time. We're gonna do fan favorite Rotten Tomatoes, and we're gonna stick with them damn Oscars. Man, we're gonna see how this turns. But it'll be shit y'all heard of before.
Yeah.
It won't be some obscure shit. So we'll be right back. All right, boys and girls, it's time for a game, man. If this is your first time listening to this show, we like to do different stuff in this middle section, man. We do one shots where we check out a film or a TV show and see if we want to continue to watch it on a series. We do all kind of games, Rotten Tomatoes, Facts on Patrol, all kind of crap. This week we're doing Facts on Patrol. And if this is your first time, thank you for coming. We love it. Yeah. So, I was just moving. And I saw that arm behind me for that Moon Knight.
Yeah, and it looks like it does look. Does he move? It looks like he's like he moves around. Oh, it's
my chair.
Your chair.
That's what I said,
but it looks like his arm. It looks like his arm. I was like, is he fuck? I thought that earlier, but I was like, it must just be like a wavering, whatever. Cool.
No, it literally
all
puts
good.
Fear right here. But I was like,
I don't like it.
Back to the show, y'all.
Okay.
So this week we're doing Rotten Tomatoes.
Price
Oscars
of
edition.
tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Price.
Dumb shit.
Price.
Right. Price of tomatoes.
This
Tiff,
is a combo game.
You explain it, man, since I'm screwing up over here.
So we take the Price is Right rules, which is closest to the price without going over, and we apply those rules to Rotten Tomatoes scores. So what we'll do is we'll try to guess out of 1 to 100 where we're sitting. And so we'll go every other person gets the first chance to bid. If you go over, you lose. We have tried this in the past. You probably heard us potentially play it where we just went up against each other and like compared who won the score. But that's a little more difficult. So what we're doing this time, since there's only 2 of us, usually this is a game best played with 3 people, a host and 2 participants. We are going to list the movies.
We didn't work the shit out though, y'all.
Score them.
Right.
With our scores. Take a brief break while we calculate who won and come back and tell you.
Yes. So this is perfect. I think this is gonna. We haven't. I don't know if we've done it like this before, but
we haven't. Maybe once, but so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna let Montego bid first because I'm nice.
Okay.
And our first movie up for bid is Gladiator.
Oh shit, Russell Crowe, man. You know.
Yes, hitting people with phones.
Yeah. This
generally
is
just being ragey. You could do that and still be okay, I guess.
I think this is back when he was a nice guy before he had actually became.
Yes. The phone incident did occur post Gladiator.
Yeah, didn't he stole somebody's woman, right? Didn't he take Meg Ryan from like?
Well, you can't really steal a woman.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She went.
He said, "Get over here."
He threw a phone.
So Gladiator. So this is gonna be difficult, Tiff, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Because you need to go high.
You got to go high with all these because
maybe not. When I was doing mine, I found some real stinkers.
Really,
not low, but
like up there, and I was like, wow, because these are critics, right?
That's the hard part. Like, what are you gonna say? Like 98?
I'm gonna say for Gladiator, I'm gonna say 93.
Well, I'm gonna say 95.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you can't change it.
I can't change it now.
Okay. Go ahead and change it. Go ahead and change it.
I don't think it's gonna be that high. Not Gladiator.
Just change it.
77.
Okay, I said 95, and I'm not going to change it even though you changed yours.
95.
So now my turn to bid first, and the movie is Driving Miss Daisy.
Driving Miss Daisy. What's your score?
I'm going to say 76.
Wow, I'm going to say 88.
All right, okay.
For Tiff, 88 for me.
Okay. So your movie to bid.
Yes.
The classic Titanic.
Ooh, people love this damn movie. Critics were raving about this movie. I'm gonna put it at 95.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going,
okay. Now here's the thing.
I'm going for
it. My assumption about the movie Titanic is that critically well received at first.
Yeah.
Continuous fan favorite.
But now over time,
retroactively downgraded.
You might have a point.
So I'm gonna say 80.
80. I'm writing this down. Woo. Look at these lists. Okay.
So the next movie.
Yes.
Little Miss Sunshine. So my bid. This movie was pretty popular. I would still say like if it was released now, it would be like kind of a critical darling. So I'm gonna say 89%.
89. I'm gonna. Mm, I'm gonna hit you with an 83.
Ooh, with a real tight squeeze in there for both of us, I
Yeah.
think.
Because
If one of us is
all
going
this.
to come out on top. You never know. You never know.
Hey, what
Okay,
else we got?
you're very lucky because this was, I believe, a Montego pick. Rocky. It's you're
Ting,
up for
ting,
bid.
ting, 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 ting. I love Rocky. Rocky was a powerhouse back in the day. But I'm like using your little wisdom now. Like over
Hmm.
time, what's happening? I'm gonna say 80%.
Ooh, I'm going to say 70%.
Oh shit! She told Sly Stallone up. Okay.
Okay,
All right. I'm having fun.
so
This is good.
all right, the next one for bid will be my bid first, and it's Ed Wood.
Ed Wood.
I'm gonna say 92% because I feel like people probably just not because it's. I mean, I think it's good, but not because it's that, but because I think people probably just aren't talking about it.
92.
92.
I'm gonna hit it at a. I'm gonna hit it 88.
Ooh,
86.
again. Oh, okay,
86. I'm gonna
okay.
hit
That's
86.
a very another tight squeeze there.
Yeah, 86. Yes.
Okay, so you're coming up on your bid here. Is The Color of Money?
Wow. Is that the pool hall movie with Tom Cruise? Was that movie?
You know what? I don't.
So
Isn't it sad that I don't know?
yeah. Paul Newman, Tom Cruise, I think.
Paul Newman. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. This will probably be like a 75.
You think?
Yep.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do?
What's that?
76.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Take it.
Oh shit. That's close.
Okay.
All right.
So Argo is the next one, and it's your. Is it my bid first? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I've never seen this movie.
Really? It's really good.
Yeah. I'm gonna say 77.
Ooh, 77. I'm gonna say 90.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a good movie. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now here's one that's gonna be difficult.
Is that the
You're
10?
what?
Was that 10?
Nope.
Okay.
We got this one and the next one. So The Godfather.
Ooh,
This one's hard.
this is hard. 96%.
Ooh, see, I was gonna like 98.
Oh,
This is a
shit.
really we're gonna fuck ourselves
Yeah.
here.
98%. All right.
Okay. And
Okay.
so the last item will be mine, the last movie is The Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Damn Lambs.
My my favorite one of my favorite movies.
Yep.
I will say 93%.
Woo! Ooh, 93. I had my number in my mind before you even said something. And I'm saying 92.
Ooh, shit. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So now, we're taking a brief commercial break. Not really. We don't have any commercials. But
We're
taking
going
a
to tally up scores.
Tally scores, come back and tell you who the loser is.
Hold on to y'all cheeks. All right, man. We have returned. We got all the stuff tallied up. It feels like the Oscars, Tiff, without people getting their ass whooped. It's nice. Let's see here. So, I don't know which number one. So, you control the pace here.
Gladiator is the first one.
Gladiator, I said 77%.
That,
You said 95%.
I have 70 for you.
Oh, I said 70. Oh, I wrote down 77, but
Well,
70.
we're both.
I
That's
said
fine.
70. I said 70. Nope. I said 70. I don't know why I wrote down 77.
But is that? What's the score?
77.
That's probably why you thought you. So you still won.
I did, but I'm still. But I wrote down 77. If I could show y'all that shit, I just scratched it out. I wrote down 77.
Jesus. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
So then,
So that's my checkeroni.
yes. So I'm gonna put your score here.
Mm-hmm.
So the Driving Miss Daisy.
Driving Miss Daisy.
It's 82%, and you had 76, and I had 88, so you won that one too.
I had 77.
76.
Why did I write down 88? Do we have? Are these?
That's mine. Mine are 88. Mine's 88.
And so I wrote your score and my score. I flipped them.
I have both of our scores. I'll take care of.
Okay, I'm just saying. I have you for 76 and me for 88, so I wrote the wrong one.
What about Titanic? You're the one who looked this up for the score.
Titanic is at a sweet 87%, man.
Okay, so I win that one because you did 95
God damn
and
it.
I did 80, so you went over.
God damn it. I'm not liking this, y'all.
You're winning.
I'm losing. You got two, I got one.
So the next one is Little Miss Sunshine.
Little Miss Sunshine.
You said 89. I said 83. 91. You take the point.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. It's about goddamn time. All
You've
right.
got 3 points. What the fuck are you talking
I got
about?
2 points. It's 2-2.
No, it's three. It's 3-1.
Hmm?
You got the scores wrong. The first one was yours because you
Gladiator.
had 70.
Right?
The next one was also yours because I had 88. It was over. It was 70, and you had 76.
Oh, I thought you hit it on the nose. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Things are falling apart.
I know.
So Rocky, you looked at the score for that.
Rocky is at a sweet 91%.
You take that one too because you said 80, I said 70.
Oh, I'm doing good. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So the next one is Ed Wood.
Ed Wood.
And it was 92%. You said 92%. You got
God damn. For a movie I've never seen.
it. Okay, so you looked at The Color of Money. What was that score?
The Color of Money was 89%.
Okay, I take that because I said 76. You said 75.
All right. All right.
That's the way the cookie crumbles,
God
even though
damn
I'm
it.
still going to lose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Argo was 96%.
96.
You said 77. I said 90.
Damn.
So that's
I said 77.
wait, are my scores reversed?
Yes, because I said 90 something for that.
You guys, this doesn't work.
It does. Just keep it going.
And so then The Godfather was 97%.
It was 97. Wow.
You said 96. I said 98.
You said that?
It's 97. You take the point.
What was the chances of us that movie
Sandwiching
right
it. Sandwiching it. Yeah. So we're so good at guessing.
Wow, that's great.
And then the last movie here,
Uh-huh.
I fucked myself because Silence of the Lambs, you said 93.
I said 92.
Oh, okay. So I said 93.
Yes, you said 93.
So I win. I did win.
What you
It's
get?
95. It's 95.
It's 95?
Yeah.
Damn, these scores is
Oh, so we did pretty good. We we're kind of first off, we don't know who said what, so that's good. We're both kind of losers and winners. So people are gonna listen back to this. When you go to edit this, you're like, son of a fucking bitch. But you won, but I was close. It was a pretty close game.
Yeah, this was a tight one, man. Because the scores are so
They're kind of
high.
everywhere. They're high, but also some of them are surprising.
Yeah, yeah. I never seen Ed Wood, so I couldn't even judge. I just remember it was a black and white movie with Johnny Depp. It was about some film dude or something. But
Good, excellent. This is an excellent
most of
review of
these
Ed Wood.
movies I did see though. Most of these movies
Yeah.
I did see, so that's a good thing. I hate those Oscars movies. You'd be like, I remember like the year The Last Emperor was winning everything, and I was like, I ain't never seen this shit. And do I want to go see this shit? So anyway, man, that's it, man. That's the game. So we're gonna take a break, and we're gonna be right back. All right, man. This is it. This is main topic time. We're doing something a little different, man. So two, highly anticipated things came out that we've been looking for. At least one of them that we both been looking for, and we decided to do both of them, man. Just why not? Why not? Content is low, but TV was high. So,
Yes.
so we decided to do it. Speaking of television, Tiff, I went back and watched all of the DMZ from last week, and I'm a little underwhelmed by it.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna continue, but that whatever. You liked the first episode, so
I liked the first episode, and I liked the setup, and it just got to be about some characters that I just didn't give a shit about.
yeah,
I was
that
just like,
happens.
wow, I don't care about any of these characters, and
You don't like it when people are bad, though.
no, that wasn't the thing. It was just like they were just not interesting characters to me. I mean, I tried. Even Rosario Dawson, even her, as much as I like her, it felt like I was watching Rosario Dawson and not really the character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It's just so I no recommend. I did all four, and I think it's over.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna come back next season with a new story. But I will tell you this. Here's a quick little recommend. If you like spy shit, Jack Reacher, holy shit, that show Reacher on Amazon, so good,
I'm
so
really
goddamn
glad.
good.
I'm so glad that you enjoy it.
Yes, it was good. Remember we talked about that big fella. We was like, oh, look at this,
Yeah,
his
I'd be like, well, look
asshole.
at this goober.
No, he was great. He was actually really, really good. Anyway, man. So we're here to talk about Halo.
Halo.
So we'll go through the long journey of the. Oh wait, cue the dope ass Halo music. Thank you.
Oh my god. All right.
Except for on the video because
Boop,
YouTube
boop, boop,
pieces of
yeah,
shit.
YouTube will
I
be
can't.
like,
Yeah, I can't do
don't
it.
do that.
I'll just play some dramatic music that's Halo esque.
Bum, bum,
That's gonna suck.
bum,
That's not
bum.
Halo. Anyway,
I don't
man.
know anything about Halo, to be honest with you.
I know everything it is to know about it.
I know about Master Chief.
The Chief. So this was supposed to be a movie made by Peter Jackson like 10 years ago, right
Okay.
off of The Hobbit. Everybody was excited. They even like filmed some footage of like warthogs and that's the vehicles and shit being made and the equipment, and it was like, oh shit, we can't wait. Never happened. Writer strike happened, it died. So nobody gave a shit for years. Halo comes out with a game every 6 years. It makes you feel old because you're like, half my life I've been waiting for Halo games. And all of a sudden they said it was going to be a Halo TV show, and it was like, do I care? Not really, but
Bull poop.
but I do love Halo, so hopefully it'll reinvigorate me. So the game came out this year. The game was really good, but unfinished. You bastards. You should have put out a full game, because it's supposed to be all this cooperative shit that don't even exist now. So probably about a year from now, they're going to be like, hey, we have cooperative, and trying to reinvigorate it some kind of way. Stop, Tiff. Stop putting out half-ass games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the TV show was coming out. We saw the trailer. I thought it looked phenomenal, And so, here we are. So this is action adventure sci-fi based on the video game. They got the look to the max. Action adventure sci-fi. Aliens threaten human existence in an epic 26th century showdown. TV series based on the video game Halo. And this stars who, Tiff?
So in this show, there's a bunch of people that we don't really know.
Yes.
So it is Pablo Schreiber,
Yeah.
Shabana Azmi,
Yeah.
Natasha Kolzik,
Mm-hmm.
Olive Gray,
Yes.
Yaren Ha, Bentley Kalu, Kate Kennedy, Charlie Murphy.
Did it? Charlie Murphy?
I don't think that he's been in there yet, but yeah, he's in there.
Yeah, Charlie Murphy gets passed, so
Charlie Murphy. I must be somebody who we don't know.
Yeah, of course it's
Oh, it's a woman.
yeah.
Charlotte Murphy, but she loves Charlie. Charlotte Murphy, Danny Sampani, a bunch of other people that I don't even know
Yeah.
where they are and who they are.
Yeah, so let's get moving on this sucker. So before we go 100%, it's time for one. Word! In my epic voice.
Yes.
What do you got for Halo?
Okay, this is a really really weird one word, but it's
Really? Okay. My one word is not really a word, but it is a word. It's
Okay.
Sci-fi.
Okay, I'll allow it.
I'm gonna explain.
Okay.
Sci-Fi Channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
You thought it was that bad?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is really funny because okay, let's get into it. But like, it's funny that you think that because when I was watching it, I was like, I'm not gonna continue to watch this. Not gonna really, but I wasn't like this sucks. Like, okay, because like when I was getting ready to watch it, I was like, I don't wanna fucking watch this.
I can see your ass having
So-
a conversation with yourself.
So I turned it on, getting ready to be like excruciatingly sitting through this fucking show. And I watched it and I was like, I'm not bothered by it. I'm not like so bored I want to peel my eyeballs out or anything like that. So I was like, okay. But I'm not gonna go back and watch it.
Right. Well, I'm gonna see it today, and it because it's Halo. I'm rooting for it, of course. I'm rooting for it. The look looks like Halo. It looks they got the guns, they got the world, all of it. They shit right out of the video game. It's like totally plucked. Great. So let's hit those spoilers. And they're on this planet, and they have a different Halo type of history going on. Some of it is familiar, a lot of it is. Some of it isn't.
Yeah.
So you got a lot of video game elements in it. Um, so they're on this world, and these kids are like they're separatists, and
Yeah, they're what is that called? They want to be free.
they're
They want to
outlaws.
be
They're freedom
what is
fighters.
they called them something?
Yeah,
Rebels,
yeah.
maybe?
There's some kind of rebel thing with the UNC, who are the establishment is the government, and they're living on their own, and they got their own like money because of they're doing fuel, they're mining fuel,
Mhm.
and kids go and get high, and next thing you know, the Covenant shows up.
That was intense. But so those monsters are called the Covenant.
That's the name of
The
the
aliens.
yes, but it's not. They're not called Covenant. Those particular. They have their own name, but the group of aliens. They're like a
Okay.
coalition. They're called the Covenant.
Okay.
And those are like the elites, is what that were. And I think their name is like Sarangala or something like that. Anyway, so they start murdering everybody. And Tiff, the violence is intense. Tiff, about it.
Yeah, when that first kid got killed, I was like, oh,
Yes. Wow. So the look of the aliens look like they do in a video game. They're a bit more beefier than I would
they're
imagine.
more beefy than you'd want them to be.
Yeah, they're normally a
Too
little
beefy. Too
slender,
beefy.
but they were murdering everybody, and I
Dear Paramount, these aliens are too beefy.
little beefy. They're a little beefy.
I think, and we'll talk about this with Moon Knight too. I think there's like some, AI or not AI, but CGI is not perfected yet. So,
No, yeah,
and sometimes it's fine. It's really good, well done enough that you don't really notice. And sometimes I'm like, this rest of this looked good. No, this looks like boo boo. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. It was okay. I wasn't allowing it. You know what I'm
some of the
saying?
movements, so not to like jump, but like basically she runs back to the camp and she
Yeah,
says she warns everybody.
of course.
They all start fighting.
Yes.
Nobody really makes it, but the Spartans, is that what they're called?
Yeah, that's what they call. Very proud of you
Come
right now.
come down and there's obviously like Master Chief has like a gold visor, everyone else does not. I don't and, like signifies that he's like the leader maybe, but
No, not at all.
oh,
Not
he's
at
just
all.
special. He's just got it just doesn't matter.
That's just his
But
suit. Yeah.
these people, the rebels, have been fighting against the Spartans, but they are surprised to find that the Spartans are killing the aliens.
Yeah, they thought they were gonna. If they ever showed up, they were gonna massacre them. And Tiff, I will say this: the aliens looked a little wonky, but the massacre that ensued was a ballet of guts and gore. I mean, people. It was just like, ah, whoa, ah, shit, oh my god.
Yeah, they really just killed everybody. It was
And
just
they just
very
found
violent.
very visceral ways to do it to really make you feel it. It was like, oh shit.
I mean, like literally everybody's dead besides the girl.
Yeah, and she keeps, getting saved by the chief over and over. So the chief feels very disconnected to me in this thing. He comes in when he has a team of Spartans, which there was one video game where he had a team. It was it was dope. But he comes in and he's very unfeeling, very just really methodical. The people are there. If he can save them, he saves them. If he don't, they don't. Right? And so he saves the girl, and she kind of come with him. So he talks to, and
Hmm.
so that's my very first disappointment because
I know he doesn't talk in the game, right?
he does, but this guy's been doing the same chief voice for 100 years, and so I figured this was gonna be like the Mandalorian. He wouldn't, you wouldn't never see him, so use the voice from the video game. When I
I see
heard
what you're saying.
this voice, I'm like, that ain't the chief, but I got to get
Uh,
over it because it's a
okay.
TV show, right?
Yeah.
Some of the history is different from the game. I'm not gonna be one of those guys and be like, it needs to be the same. No, it's fine for them to deviate. From it. The outdoor scenes and stuff look good. So he gets the girl the ship, and then
Well, he touches that artifact that releases some of
yeah,
his memories.
right. And so what is this all about? So
I don't know because I don't know what Halo is about.
so it's definitely the forerunner technology, but and they're connected to us. We're like their descendants or some shit like that.
Mm.
And so it activates something in him that almost like his humanity,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's like he was a machine
A
before,
machine,
or
exactly.
like a clone, I guess, because she's got a clone in that lab.
Yeah, Dr. Halsey is in the game. I mean, in the movie, and she's not regular Dr. Halsey. She's actually Amanda Keys. That's the black girl who was getting interrogated by the girl.
Hmm.
Her dad was in the first game. He's a white guy. So in this, they made him black, and they made it the girl's mother. which was like, why are y'all doing that? But it's a
Maybe
different
it's on
thing.
something, yeah.
Yeah, it's they're doing something, and I didn't mind that. But Tiffo,
Where
why?
did it fall apart for you?
Oh, so the action started, and they're bringing the chief back in. So I'm digging it because it looks pretty good at this time. I'm gonna tell you where it fell apart at. Holy shit! When that dude took that helmet off, why did he take off the helmet? Why did he take off the helmet? He didn't need to take the damn helmet
That's
off.
the whole gripe you have with the show is they
Oh,
took the
it's
helmet off?
more to it than that. I just don't think it looks like finished and polished and stuff like that. I think it looks like Star Trek looks way better than this.
You
You know,
think?
the Star Trek TV shows, yeah,
Oh, okay.
they look way better than this, and it's just like it looks similar, but it looks more sci-fi budget to
Sci-Fi
me,
Channel, sure.
sci-fi channel than like Paramount Star Trek.
See, I really didn't. I thought it looked pretty good, actually.
I think it just try. I think it's trying. And then I actually did start. I watched like 15, 20 minutes of the next episode, and
Hmm.
it looks worse to me. So that was bad. But when he took the helmet off, and they show this guy, and then he never put the helmet back on. And I'm like, put the helmet back on. Put the goddamn helmet back on. He is not the chief. I'm one of those video game dudes now. So he's not my chief. But I'm still watching it. I'm hoping the show gets better. But I wasn't all that impressed from this very first episode. I kind of was just like, ugh, never meet your heroes. That's what this whole thing felt like to me.
Well, so I will say that like there's a lot more. It's obviously in every like war story or whatever.
Yes.
There's going to be like the political intrigue stuff that happens in the background. So this first episode gets us introduced to a lot of that stuff. Like
Yes.
the scientist, Dr. Halsey's wants to do this genetic stuff, and
Yeah.
she's been told not to. She keeps doing it anyway. Which, by the way, it doesn't matter how brilliant you are. You're getting sacked if you keep doing that shit that people don't. That you don't. That lady was like, "Stop doing this." She'd already had a whole fucking human in the tube.
Yeah, she did.
What do you mean stop doing it?
Yeah, she
So, but then they also were gonna kill the girl because obviously,
Yeah, for
you
no
know,
reason. That was a little overblown.
yeah,
To me,
they
too.
were
I'm like,
like,
she's a nobody. It's not like she's a. Yeah, maybe she talked too much when she got all up in the girl's face and stuff. Like, yeah, I'm a
but
really
that girl was
woman.
surprised. She
Yeah,
didn't want her to be killed.
yeah,
So, and it was also like, so Master Chief, because of his humanity from touching the moon disc thing,
now he cares.
he cares, so he doesn't want the girl to die. So he takes, yeah, I don't know. It's just it was just okay. It was fine. I said because like sometimes I come into something with such low like I should just start living my life with low expectations because
And
it makes
everything will be
everything
great.
great. Like
Yeah, it was just okay, Tiff. Right, I
yeah,
agree with
that's
you.
why I said because I was like I didn't think this was gonna be good. I didn't hate the experience I had watching it because it was just not as miserable as I thought I was. But that really isn't much of an endorsement.
No, it isn't. But moving on, let's hit some Moon Knight. So that's
Oh, holy shit! It's time.
yeah. Let's talk about a little Moon Knight. So we've been waiting for this one, man.
We've been waiting. I think everybody's been waiting. Everybody has been very horny for Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, so screw the internet first of all, because all of a sudden it's this thing going on with the ratings. Where you got people playing around with leaving bad reviews or stuff like that, off the first episode. And unlike Disney Faction, they didn't release two or three, for you to start with. Most of this Marvel stuff they've been doing like two shows and stuff, so you can have something. One show, 46 minutes, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So. Where are we at here? Moon
Oh,
Knight, right?
one word.
Oh well, I didn't even got to that far yet. I haven't even
Oh,
introduced the show. So
oh.
2022 Moon Knight miniseries, TV 14, really action adventure drama,
Really? TV-14. Really?
really. A former I'm learning shit as I'm doing this. A former U.S. Marine struggling with dissociative identity disorder is granted the power of the Egyptian moon god, but he soon finds out that these newfound powers can be both a blessing and a curse to this troubled life. Created by Doug somebody who's in this damn movie.
Oscar
TV
Isaac.
show. TV show.
Oscar
Sorry.
Isaac, so hot. Like, here's the thing. I will get to it. Okay,
Yes.
I don't want to get over it. Oscar Isaac, ha
Yes.
cha cha.
Ha cha cha.
May Calamawy. I think it's hard for me to say.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not
a
sure
good. That's a good stab at it. That's exactly what I would have said.
Kareem Al Hakim,
Yes.
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke.
And that's it.
That's it. Okay, so let's get into it. So
Let's get
let's
into
hit
it.
that one word. Yeah,
Oh, there's so many one words I want to say.
I got one. I got one.
I
Yeah.
want to say fantastic.
I'm gonna say intriguing, but the good intriguing. I was
Yeah,
so
like so.
intrigued. I was like, when it
Ooh,
was over, I was
yeah.
like, oh.
What are you doing there, Oscar?
Yes. First of all, I love the accent Oscar
Oh,
of
he's so
Steven.
hot. It's upsetting.
He's doing the eccentric,
He's like, oh,
forgetful.
I'm kind of a bumbling idiot.
I
That's the thing.
love it.
Oh, here's what I was gonna say about this show. So that's
No,
a movie.
listen to
This show
There we go.
is that they try so hard to make the audience believe that there is nothing sexually appealing about this nervous man.
Yeah.
There is everything sexually appealing about this nervous man,
He
and he
sold it
would
to
get.
me though, Tiff. He
I
sold
mean,
it.
like I find him to be very believable in that role,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely. But
100.
there would be so many women.
Well, look at that fine ass woman that he was supposed to go on
But
a date with.
the point of that was that it's the confidence, right?
It's
They're like, oh, he couldn't normally get a date because he doesn't have the confidence. I'm like, I'm telling you right now, it does not fucking matter.
I really liked his absent nutty professor persona.
Yeah, I like that he was like so into stuff and he was like nice, but not in the way that you were like, this guy's
Right.
like unbelievable. Like
Right.
you're like, oh, I can tell he's got like a nervous thing going on.
Yeah.
He really wants to. He's kind of like not where he wants to be.
He has a
It's so good.
shitty boss.
He's
Boy,
a shitty boss, and
terrible.
he's a dreamer. He wants to do something in the museum, so he kind of keeps him stuck in this level position he doesn't really want to be in.
I
Of
love
selling like little trinkets.
him and his fish. I love him and this one.
Oh, the fish. His little friend.
But he has problems, Tiff. He's like chaining himself up and got the sand on the ground, and he's trying to make sure
Putting
that
those
he
glass
doesn't
in
end
his
up-
shoes.
Yeah. Well, that didn't
Was that
happen.
him?
No. That
It's at the
was,
beginning, but I couldn't tell who it was.
That was Ethan Hawke.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't see. I didn't see. I looked away, and all I saw was the feet walking away, and I was like, "Is that him?"
Hey, Tiff. When he
Yeah.
put his feet in those shoes, I
Mm-mm.
felt it. I was
Yeah.
sitting there like, oh.
So, having, I'm assuming that they're probably for some reason people who have never stepped on glass. I don't know how that's possible, but
It's one of the worst.
I once stepped on a back.
It goes deep.
Yes, back in like 1987. Like it must have been 80, 89 or 90 because I was like 5 or 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
And somebody had broken a glass Mountain Dew bottle outside of our house,
It could be
and
I
stepped on the whole.
Oh my god!
And the memory of that is very. So when I saw them doing that, I was like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm gonna go out. If at night I walk out in the street and I steal or murder people, I'm not putting glass in my shoes.
Yeah, it's probably some kind of penance for the sacrifice for the.
Yeah,
god.
I mean there are like it's kind of like when people used to wear hair shirts, like priests or like monks would wear them to like it's like earthly suffering,
Yeah,
earthly suffering. Yeah.
So we see that scene, but so he's in this museum. He's a bumbling idiot. It's great.
And he's sexy.
But
he's just so sexy.
Duly noted.
You add those into all this bathwater and the slurping sounds. I think we're gonna be okay with this.
Well, let's add the dirty bathwater in there for Tiffany. There we go. We got the dirty bathwater in there for Ice Cream. The bubbling idiot
Everybody feels the same. Don't act like they don't.
Right. So so he's living this life. He has to protect himself, but things start getting weird, Tiff, because he's like, when he flashes and he wakes up in the Swiss Alps somewhere with his face destroyed. Just blew my mind. He gets up and his jaw seems like it's out of alignment.
It's like just dislocated and he puts it back in.
Right. Yeah, that's what I think it happened.
I was like,
then the guy starts shooting at him, and Tiff is on now. So I love this town scene where it's like 20 people. Dude, don't try to blend into the crowd.
You know that you don't belong here because they know everybody here. That's Sam. That's Trudy. Right. Who the hell is that?
That's Jebediah over there. What are you doing?
We are a cult. We're a cult town, and we know that you don't belong here.
So they do this thing with the scales, and I found that very interesting. And then the lady ends up dying, because it's not about that you've been a good person. Will you still be a good person? There is no time with whatever he was doing.
Right.
Other than the wig, though, I liked Ethan Hawke's performance. I was like, why?
I did too. I was like, I was pleasantly surprised by this performance.
Yeah, I'm like, why? But the wig, come on, just
I wasn't bothered by it.
grow your hair out a little bit. Yeah,
It's
So
fine.
anyway, so then like this chase happens, and
The
this
fucking ice cream truck chase.
so great. It was so great,
It's
especially
ridiculous. I think he does such a good job of doing the different, like, of just, well, he doesn't, you know what I mean? So, like,
yeah,
he's just so shocked by everything. And he's just like, and like, he's got the gun, then he throws the gun.
right.
But I
The
really like
voice,
how,
the God,
yes,
holy shit.
yes. I like how they transition between him losing time,
Yeah,
right? That was like, I thought that was really well done.
yeah, I love the voice of it. He sounded very Leonard Nimoy-ish. I was like, wow, Leonard Nimoy is dead, but whoever this is channel him. He's giving the gun back to the idiot. Oh no, and so
Hmm.
normally shit like that bothers me, but I think it was so well done that you know because it was like action happened and you look up again and this guy got a bullet hole in his face, and
I thought that's a really good way to kind of like reserve a little bit on the violence, which is something funny for me to say since I not usually whatever. But I was like, if you're kind of trying to keep it down, they show him dead rather than showing him being shot. You know what I
right.
mean? But that still made sense with the story. Didn't take me
Yeah.
out, which I liked.
I really liked because I was looking for Mark Spector the whole time. I was like, wait a minute, his name is not Steven, it's Mark. This must be an alter ego. So then Mark is, like talking, they're like switching bodies and stuff.
Hmm.
And he makes it back to his bed undisturbed, so
And then
he
he wakes. I like that he like.
thought
So
it was a dream.
I like that he was like, this is a dream, and then he wakes
Yeah.
up and he's like, oh, it is a dream, and then he sees his fish has like grown a fin back.
The conversation with the clerk.
Yeah, and he's like, and then when he realizes that, like, I think that Oscar Isaac's facial expressions are so good because, like,
Yeah.
if you've ever experienced any kind of like mental disorder or like dissociation or just kind of like confusion,
Yeah, yeah.
it's so alarming because he's so alarmed because he thinks
He does a
I,
really good job, I agree. He
yeah,
doesn't oversell it either.
yeah,
It's
he's just
like
kind of like, you know what, I would like a steak, yeah,
I
I want the
love
good
the
one,
steak scene. I love-
the good one.
and then he's like he cooked it medium well, which is I mean he cooked it well done, which is terrible. But the girl he stood up. It was Sunday. He lost.
Yeah,
2
he
days.
thought it was Friday.
I was
It was
surprised he still
Sunday.
had a job, Tiff.
I was too, but then I think we're supposed to be like, oh, it was Friday, and then
Oh,
the
so he took the
weekend.
weekend away.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
because
like,
the other personality, so we just get there, must try to cater to his world so that it could
because he was
function.
obviously at work when he asked that woman out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then the creatures come, because he
Yeah.
has that big thing where he's getting chased by the guy through the city, and I'm
Yeah,
loving
that's
that.
really cool.
That was so cool.
When she's
And
afraid of that, when he's in that hallway scene's actually really creepy.
it was, and then a lady shows up, and she's like, she
She's
gets
like,
up at the
oh,
wrong
and then she gets
floor.
out. She's like, oh no, visiting a friend. I would do that too. I'd be like, knock, 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 knock. Ah, there's a crazy man in the elevator. But he sees him on the bus. He like, I love the way that they do this, where he just, you as an audience participant are as jarred by his surprise
You know
as
what's
he is.
what's the science and how they did it, so that was so nice that it's not bothering your boy, because I don't like that bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing any light tricks to do it. There's
Mm-hmm.
no, oh, this is happening, like you see in a lot of movies. It's just like a quick scene change, and it's like he's doing something completely different. He got a gun.
Screaming on the bus.
Right. It's just just switch it, and it
Yeah.
happens. And I like that they don't try to like give you all this goofy shit. I mean, they do a little bit of light flicker sometimes, when it was
Mhm.
like struggling to fight between the personalities. But so these creatures get released in this place, and they were scary as shit, Teff. I'm like,
They
whoa,
were.
whoa.
But I will say that the CGI is a little bit. But here's the thing, I can only say that because I think it's barely an issue, but
Yeah.
the rest of it's so fucking good that you
Yep.
notice it, that's a good problem to have almost. And I hate to say that, like, I'm making an exception because I like this, but it's true. Like sometimes when something's like almost 100%, you notice those 2% things, like, but not in a
Right.
bad way. You're just like, well, I can see
Right.
that's not that great.
So
That part.
my favorite scene was the last scene where Mark confronts him and
Mhm.
starts saying, "Let me take over. Look, if you don't do this, we're not gonna survive." And when it does, and that creature tries to crawl out of the bathroom,
Ugh.
and it just
When they
runs
just
back
saw
in.
him, like when he like was like when he turns into Moon Knight
Right.
and he's like punching on that thing, I was like, that's how he's killing that shit. That's punching them to
Yeah,
death.
it reminded me of Batman, the way he was.
Yes, it
punching,
was kind of like Batman,
boom, boom, boom,
just
and
like
then
that
he
heavy
turns around,
punching.
and they ended it with just the eyes. I'm like, oh,
Yes,
I'm
so
like,
good.
bravo!
I'm gonna finish this one for sure, which is
Yo.
hilarious. 'Cause I don't normally finish anything, and I'll probably be disappointed because there's only 6 episodes.
Yes, but it's Moon Knight, man. We love Moon Knight, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad. I love Halo, and I couldn't get behind Halo like I'm behind this. I
Yeah,
was like,
well, some's good, some's bad.
exactly. I think it's excellent. I agree
I
with
did too. It's
you.
so good.
Your one
I was
word.
so pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, because you just never because the
You
internet went
but
crazy, and
well,
people was talking about how bad it was, and I was
oh
like,
fuck off.
what? No,
But
it was
also, I think
great.
like sometimes I have a tendency with the opposite of Halo,
Mhm.
where I will get really excited about something and get really built up about it, and then be disappointed because it can't live up to my expectations.
And I did that with Halo. I mean,
But I
I
can
didn't do
see,
that with the Halo show because I know
oh,
that
the game.
you're right, it could disappoint you. And so I went into it cold, like, I'm not gonna get myself excited and be disappointed. And I was just like, I was waiting for it to make me excited, and it was just like, it's just okay. It's like watching a sci-fi show. I mean, nobody
Hmm.
acting wise was like really wowing me.
Hmm.
And then he took off his helmet. But this, holy shit, this is, yeah, y'all can watch Oscar Isaac fumble around all damn day. You know,
I would watch a show about his buffoon
yeah, just keep it
museum
real.
worker.
Right, that was fine. Is he gonna get a date this week? We hope.
Yeah,
We're rooting
I
for you.
watch. I'm gonna watch. I'll
Right,
find out.
exactly. So excellent, Tiff. Excellent. I'm glad we can agree with this. And so I think that's it, Tiff. We came to do the damn thing. We got it done. And so
Yes.
next week we've been talking about that Michelle Yeoh show, y'all.
It's not coming out near us, you guys. I don't know why.
Yeah, so it looked like we're gonna do some Morbius, man. So go check that out. So
No,
you'll know
no.
what we're talking about.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. We're interactive here.
Okay, well, go see it if you want.
Yeah, go see it.
But
Check it
listen
out.
to the show either way.
Yes, indeed. Or watch the show. Ah. So my name is Montego, Mr. Button all the way up to the top. With me is my wonderful, wonderful co-host, Miss Tiffelbot. Say goodbye to these wonderful people, Tiff.
It's been a pleasure as always.
So much wonderful. And so that's it and that's all. I don't think we gotta figure out something for Patreon, man. So until next week, man, we will be
On
time.